Hey there, everybody. Gonna do an unboxing. I've been waiting to do this well, since Tuesday night. We'll give a few minutes for see if anybody from the Peanut Gallery shows up. And I got some other things to show here at the beginning, but then we got the big unboxing. So hopefully, let's see. Sure, it looks like it's awful bright back there. But all right. Well, just a couple of things. When we were talking yesterday on CBM on Comic Book Memories, we were talking about jelly beans and stuff like that. And I had this right here on my little table here. It never even occurred to me, but I have a fixation with gumball machines, and I picked this up quite a while ago. But it's Jelly Belly, but it's a gumball machine, and I should have brought it out and picked it up then, and showed it yesterday. But I don't see any popcorn ones in there though. I'm not seeing any buttered popcorn ones, and those are my favorite. So, but I thought that was pretty neat. I love gumball machines. Again, they take me back to my childhood. I'm sure a lot of you can remember you go to the department store or whatever, and with your parents, and you always have to pass by the bubblegum machines, you know, to get into the store. Very strategic placement, So, hey, cheap comic collector Rob, how you doing, man? He says howdy to you, sir. And Missing Mars, how you doing, man? He says, Rob and Rod, happy Sunday, and a happy Sunday to you, sir. Just showing a couple of things that I found interesting here when I was cleaning up. The next thing is, I don't know, speaking of gumball machines, these used to be in the gumball machines. Of course, they were much smaller. But I don't know if you guys have seen these, the mini Marvel comics. There used to be little tiny ones in the bubble cases there, and I just came across these. I had forgotten that I got these, and I bet you the green one's the Hulk. I have to pull that one out. Well, maybe I won't. Is it the Hulk? It is the Hulk. Yeah, look at that. But I mean, these are obviously oversized editions that they put out to showcase all of them, and they were real simple, little simple drawings, and of course they were this big, an inch tall. So, but just neat. The Hulk is really Bruce Banner. Great. There's a spoiler right there for those who didn't know. And Hulk saying he thinks he's going to buy a new head, because I wish I could. I'll tell you that, or at least buy a brain to put in it. If you're so strong, why aren't you heavyweight champ? Well, there was a Hulk that was a heavyweight champ, Hulk Hogan. So, but anyway, I came across these again. Thought that was pretty cool. There's like, let's see, we got Captain America, Mighty Thor, Amazing Spider-Man. Millie the Model had her own. Sergeant Nick Fury. And then we got a book that gives like a little history on them. So, just pretty neat, So, just thought that was cool. Thought I'd share that with you in case you haven't seen them before. So, if I can get it back, there we go. And it comes in a nice little bookcase, pretty neat. Did you know these mini books were created by Stan Lee, first published in 1966, originally sold in gumball machines for 10 cents a piece, and considered the world's smallest comic books, even smaller than a postage stamp. That's what it says right there on the fun facts. So, all right. wanted to share that. And then I was talking to my mom the other day on the phone, and she says, "Hey, I got something for you when you come over." So I just happened to go over. She was having some cable trouble, so I went over and helped her with it yesterday. And she had this. It's like 35 years old, from 1990. Tom and Jerry. Whoa, don't be dropping that. That will break. Tom and Jerry. It used to be, I think it was Welch's grape. Yeah, I think it says right on it. Yeah, Welch's grape jelly. And then you could actually take the glass here and make it a drinking glass, So how about if I hold it right so everybody can see it instead of down there in the corner? See, it's Tom and Jerry. So, but that's pretty cool. 35 years old, man. Wow. So just another little piece of nostalgia down here. So, all righty. Well, who else we got hanging out in here? Let's see. I've been neglecting the peanut gallery. We got Eric Breen. How you doing, Eric? Says, I sure hope Jackson didn't send you a box of 8x10 glossies of himself. Oh, no. Well, if they're autographed, I might be able to sell them. And the Jackson Roykirk, he says, only for you, Eric, he says. And Eric says he's sending him love. Oh, great to see you both there. Cool beans, as always. And Missing Mars, he's saying Jackson and Professor. And Jackson says, oops, I didn't want to say anything until Rod opens the box in case everything in it. Oh, no way. There's no way possible, man. No way possible. So no worries. He says, I have one or two of those. It must be the little minis. Yeah. I don't have any. I thought I used to have one, but I think I gave it away in a Christmas package many moons ago. So TNJ, Tom and Jerry, baby. Yeah, Tom and Jerry. Hey, Hans, how you doing, man? Great to have you with us, sir. He says, those Marvel minis are intriguing. Never have I seen them before. Very unique acquisition. Yes, sir. Yeah, I can remember seeing them in the gumball machines back in the day, but I just never, very, very rarely did my mother ever give us money to put into the bubblegum machines because, she didn't want to have to pay more dentist bills. It was bad enough. I got a mouthful of metal. So, and Hans also says, greetings to you all and greetings to you, sir. Thanks so much for joining us. And Mrs. Mars says, Hans, happy Sunday. Cool beans. All right. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and lift this up without wrenching my back. So look at this thing, man! Oh man! Oh, I ain't exaggerating either when I say this thing is heavy. This feels like it's like 25 pounds or so. What does it say? I can't see the thing. Oh man! All right, so let's get down to brass tacks here. I've been waiting to see what's in here since Tuesday night. So, and I want to thank you so much ahead of time, Jackson. I really appreciate that more than you know. Whenever I'm lucky enough to be blessed with an AOK from somebody, it means the world to me. The fact that somebody would take the time and the effort and the cost and the just the generosity send me something that says an awful lot about that person. So I hold whatever they send me. That's I hold it in reverence. High reverence, man, because that means a lot to me. I'm stumbling over my words because it touches me more than you guys know. So, Oh, look at that. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, thank you very much. A very nice note, Jackson. Thank you very much. Awesome, awesome. One of the things I collect, I collect many things, as you guys all know. Uh, Toys, action figures, you name it. I collect it. Probably bubblegum machines. You can see behind me somewhere there's a bubblegum machine. Oh, maybe you can't see it. Oh no, it's way over there. Right there is a bubblegum machine. But I also collect, and I mentioned it yesterday, TV guides. And Jackson, the Jackson Roykirk, was kind enough to send me some cool TV guides, man. Look, these are the ones Star Trek. Got Star Trek covers and stories. Awesome. 1994, 1995. Awesome. Oh, man. Because, like I said before, these are like snapshots of my life. It's like what am I trying to, not a scrapbook, but a photo album, like a photo album of my life. You know, I can look at a TV guide, look at the Saturday morning lineup, like I said yesterday, and be able to know what I was thinking, what was important, what was going on in my life at the time. 95 that's an easy year to remember because that's the year my daughter was born, our firstborn. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Yeah. Very cool. Holy mackerel. If this is full of TV guides, you just probably doubled my collection, Jackson. Oh, man. Star Wars. Wow. The Dark Side from 2002. Amazing interviews with George Lucas, Natalie Portman. The Star Wars saga continues. And on the back, the man himself, Captain Kirk, baby. Come on, Captain Kirk, he was the man. Like I've said many times, you guys can probably recite it with me. There were three top dogs in the 60s as a kid growing up. It was Captain Kirk, right, for Star Trek. It was James West for Wild Wild West, and then there was Commander Troy from the Rat Patrol. Those were my three favorite heroes, action heroes in TV. So very cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. More Star Trek Next Generation. No, wait. This is I keep thinking that he's from the other one, but it's not. He's from Deep Space Nine. Avery Brooks. That's right. William Shatner, though, is in there. Tech War. Patrick Stewart. Oh, wow. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. And the War Factor. Yeah. I was everybody knows I'm a Star Trek guy. And of course, Star Trek, the original series, to me is always going to be the best. It's always going to be the best. But I did enjoy Deep Space Nine, I enjoyed, and The Next Generation, I enjoyed. I didn't see much of Voyager, and I think there was another one. Wasn't there another one with Scott Bakula that they did? And I can't remember too much about that because I don't think I even ever saw a episode of that. But oh yes, oh, these are special. Says right on it, special issue, but these are special. Fall preview, yeah. Oh man, the fall previews. If you're a TV guide collector, the fall previews are a special breed within the collection. And I only have like maybe 3, I think, but they're all cool because they used to give you the cartoons, the breakdown on the Saturday morning. What's going to be new on Saturday morning? That's what was important to me. I needed to know what was going to be new on Saturday morning, man. So that's awesome. This is from the week of September 17th through the 23rd, 1994. Yeah. I'm anxious to look through that and see what was coming on fall of 1994, baby. Oh, awesome. Oh, we've got Crazy for the Simpsons. And this is from 1998, January, of just after the first of the year. There we go. Cool beans. And this one is the special issue Parents Guide to Kids TV, the best new shows for tots to teens. And it's got the I can't think of their names now. Not Space Rangers. I can't remember. I can't remember their names. Not Space Rangers. Doggone it! Why don't I? Cool. Oh man, I want to read it. Oh, another sci-fi trekking into the future. What's next for Next Generation and Deep Space Nine? What's up with Star Trek 7, the movie? Ray Bradbury, Arthur C. Clarke, and other great size-up sci-fi TV. Oh, that'd be interesting to read, too. Look at that. The Ferengi. Let's see what's in the back. Dun, dun, dun. I love the little plastic bags you got for them. That's pretty cool. I love that. Star Trek: The Next Generation Collector's Edition. The TV voyage ends, and Trek stars tell all. This is from 1994, May of 1994. Awesome. Oh wow! Look at this one. Look at this one. The Beatles, 95. Wow. That's cool. Interviews, a new show, new music. Paul, George, and Ringo come together to tell the story of the Fab Four. Oh, that's neat. Special collector's edition. There you go. Wow. From 1995, November of 1995. And the backside here, the second one in here is from July 22nd, 1995 with Dean Cain. Uncaped. Dun, dun, dun. Give us the scoop on the Superman show he was on. Very nice. Thank you. And Star Trek turns 30. Yeah, this is the one, right? Voyager, Kate Mulgrew. I didn't watch that one for some reason. I didn't. It never made it onto my TV viewing schedule, and I don't know why, because I am a Star Trek fan. But look at that. So, this is from 1996. And enter our Star Trek contest. Oh, look at this one here. 25 top cult shows ever. Neat. Got Spock and Kirk together on the cover. Awesome, awesome. Excellent, excellent. Oh, wow. Batman and Mr. Freeze, a full-length movie, Sub-Zero. I do not have this. I do not have this. Thank you so much, Jackson. This will be going into the DVD collection upstairs. I got some down here I still got to bring up there, but this will be going into my animation shelving. Very cool. I don't think I've ever even seen this. Awesome. The back. This done in the style of the that Batman, the animated series, it looks like. Oh, cool. Batman faces his coolest case ever when Mr. Freeze returns to Gotham City and kidnaps Batgirl. Wow, excellent. Thank you so much, Jackson. Awesome. Oh, and there's still more. Oh, my goodness. Hey, there's some funny books in here. Well, and there's still more in there. Holy cow. 1963. Mystery Incorporated. Yeah, this was put out by Image. And they did a little like throwback to like Kirby in the 60s. Very cool. I'm not sure I have this one either. Very cool. That must be that. Yeah, that's like their Fantastic Four right there. Excellent. Legends of the DC Universe. That is an awesome cover. Holy mackerel. Number 1 from February of 1998. Look at that. I do not have this one. Wow. Oh, more. Oh, we got number 2. Oh, more powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. Da-da, da-da, da-da. These are great covers, too. Here's number 3. Look at that. I don't have any of these. That's awesome. Oh, I've never even seen this one. By Dynamite. I love stuff. Dynamite does some awesome stuff. This is Tarzan, I would venture to say. And Lord of the Jungle, number 2. I don't have any of those. I never even saw that, I don't believe. Very cool. And now I can read all these because I can see. Oh, and you've heard us talk a lot about Mike Grell. And here we go with Mike Grell and Maggie the Cat. Number 2. I've never heard of this, never seen it. But it's Mike Grell. That's all you need to know. It's Mike Grell. Oh, what does this say on the back? Cover by Mike Grell. Published 1996. Cool. Excellent. I like that. I wish I could do that. You know, can you imagine doing that for all your books? That would be cool. Very nice and neat, precise. That's neat. I like that. And here's Maggie the Cat number 1. Oh. That's cool. I'm just reading the back here. It's great because it's got information on. Also, it gives like information about some of the ads that are in there. That's cool. Did you do that, Jackson? I'm curious. Because that's pretty neat. I like that idea. What is it, like a sticker, or is that? How did you do that? Right on the board? No, it's got to be like a sticker or something. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Oh, look at this one. Free comic book day. It's absurd. It's mad. This is a job for crap. I'm already in costume. Another one not in the collection. Never seen this before. Very cool. All soups. Oh, wow. Silver Surfer. This must have came with a toy, right? Because it's not for resale. Silver Surfer. That's from the original series. Reprinting one of the original series. Awesome. I love that run on Silver Surfer. That original run, what was it, 18 issues? It was just phenomenal. I loved the way that Silver Surfer was written, and he was just kind of like observing how mankind treats mankind, and he was just, it was all foreign to him, and he was trying to understand. It's a great series. It absolutely is. If you haven't read it or you don't have it, you should definitely try to pick up some issues because it is well worth it. Hey, who we got here? Oh, yeah, baby. Old J Jaws. Incredible Hulk trade paperback. Yeah. Heart of the Atom. Wow. I've never seen this one either. That's neat. Okay, this is reprints the story with Jarella. Awesome. Yeah. Yep, those early issues. It lists in all the issues. Plus, it includes What If number 23, too. Awesome. Wow. Very cool. Awesome, man. Thank you, Jackson, man. Oh, that is crazy. Wow. Yeah, that was that. I was just looking at the back. I saw the notes on this one here. Yeah, it reprints volume 1, number 11. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But thank you. Oh, great stuff. Oh, look at this one. This is Star Trek 35th anniversary tribute. It's got all kind of shiny. Look at that. Almost like a holographic. Look at that. First look at the new Trek movie. Got a poster as well in it. Best episodes for each character and series, including Voyager and Deep Space Nine, plus the greatest episode of all time. Not this time, not their time. All time. Very cool. Excellent. Oh, neato. Oh, wow. Starlog magazine. I remember Starlog, man. I used to pick that up back in the day. Starlog through the years. What does this give the year? Yes, it does. July 1979, baby. '79. I was a year away from graduation, high school graduation. Moonraker. Moonraker is one of the only 2 movies that I ever walked out of the movie theater on. And Moonraker wasn't really because it was bad. It was because I didn't feel that good. So I just couldn't stay in there. But Alien, Galactica, Space 1999. Oh, look at this stuff. Awesome. Log entries. Dream come true. That is so cool, man. Wow. All the way from '79. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Got some pictures. This right here, that Devil's Tower. I remember after watching that movie, I sat down in one of my sketch pads and drew the Devil's Tower and some UFOs coming out of it and stuff. Fascinating. Just hey, look at that. ROM. That's right over here. Right there. That's the ROM, the toy. Oh, that's cool. I never saw one anywhere in any of the stores we went in. I don't ever remember seeing a ROM actual toy, you know? That's cool. Oh, this is wow, man. This takes me back. Takes me back. Oh, yeah. And then a couple of other magazines I used to pick up now and again. Fangoria and Cinemagic. In right around 79, 78 into 79, I was big into movies, and every Friday I would my folks would drop me off at the local theater, the Strand Theater in Dover, New Hampshire, and it was a real cheap. They didn't show really the first runs until probably a month after they'd been out already, and then they would get them. But the tickets were only like, I don't know, $1.50 back in the day. It was $1.50, and then like get some popcorn for 75 cents and stuff like that. Oh man. And I used to go, I'd take my allowance and I would go every Friday. My folks would drop me off at about 6:00, and then I'd go watch the movie, and then I would walk around the corner. It's about 100 feet from the theater. Walk around the corner to a place called Weinbaum's Reading and Greeting. It was a card shop, magazine shop, newspaper shop, and I would look at the comics, pick up what I wanted, and then 9:00 they would pick me up out front. Awesome! Look at that. Wow, this really does bring back memories, man. Oh, that is just awesome. Incredible, Jackson. Incredible. I don't have the words. I don't have the words, man. This is just awesome. Oh. Number 24. Look at that. Very, very, very cool. Oh man, Jackson, that is, you went way overboard, my friend. Way overboard. Oh. I'm not gonna put all that stuff back in there because I'm gonna take this right upstairs and read it. That's for sure. Oh, awesome, awesome! Look at all this stuff. Great comics. Look at that holographic cover. That is pretty neat. Anxious to see this. I'll hook up the old DVD player. I got it right up next to my recliner upstairs, so I can just hook it up and push the button and have it ready to go. Awesome. Look at this. Look at this. TV guides. Awesome. I love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Jackson. Greatly appreciate that, my friend. More than you know. That is awesome. Tremendous, man. Tremendous. Like I said, I don't have the words to tell you how much it means to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what everybody's saying. I'm sorry, I've been neglecting everybody. So I'll just jump back in here. Let's see. Yeah, we got liking the covers. Cool beans. How you doing, liking the covers? He says, hello, Rod and Hans and everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for swinging in and seeing the show. I call it the show. I'm just used to CBM. But no, there's no frills. This was just, we're showing a wonderful AOK from the Jackson Roykirk. And Hans saying, lots of snow here, but my trusty shovel and broom gave the white stuff quite a trash, and I say, he says. Unfortunately, it did the same to me. Yeah, that's my problem. Right there. Right there. You be careful, Hans. The Jackson Roykirk says, yep, Rod mentioned the collecting TV guides yesterday, so I went back in time and sent him. Yes, you did, man. You sent me a lot. Holy cow. And some great stuff, too. Oh, man. I can't wait to just open them up and look at the Saturday mornings. I just love doing that. That is great. You don't know how much entertainment you just provided me and how many great memories you just provided me with this awesome package, man. Henry, he says, Eric Breen, pick 6. Wow, good game though. And the Jackson Roykirk, Papa Nomad. And the Jackson Roykirk saying, Henry saying, Eric Breen, wow, again. He's laughing out loud. And Bacala was Captain Archer on Enterprise. Yeah, not the best series. Oh, it wasn't good? It's not worth my time if I wanted to go back and hunt it down then, huh? Was that the one that was kind of like bridged the gap between like Captain Kirk and when the Star Trek program, not the program itself, but like in the storyline when the Starship program started? Am I remembering it wrong? Am I misremembering? Henry says, wasn't too bad, he says. Whoops. And Eric Breen, the professor, he says, I threw in the towel for 2025 after that pick, Henry. Channel surfing. Uh-oh. Hey, Gratu, thank you so much for joining us. Awesome. And again, good luck to you on your cataract surgery. I think you're going to come through it with flying colors. You'll probably have a better experience than I did because you won't have to worry about the side effects of diabetes affecting what they do. So you'll be fine, and you're going to be amazed at how much better you can see. I still can't believe it. So it just drive me crazy. So I love it. So thank you so much, and good luck, Ratu. And Missing Mars says thank you, Power Rangers. I could not think of, all I could think of was Space Rangers. And I'm like, I know it's not Space Rangers. But then on my behalf, I have to say, I never watched Power Rangers. I never got into watching the Power Rangers. I was aware of them, but it was kind of after my time of watching those kind of shows, I guess. It didn't grab me for some reason. I don't know. Henry says, Eric Breen, he says, mathematically, they still had a chance. Unlikely, though. And the Jackson Roykirk says, the 30th anniversary of that Beatles documentary just happened with an updated video and new music. Oh, okay. Oh, neato. And Missing Maz says, hey, Jackson, Anthology number 4 was just released. It's hard to believe. Is this, are they releasing stuff that they've never released before for the Beatles? Is that my understanding? Because it's hard to believe that there's still stuff that has not been released in one way, shape, or form over the last, 50 years? You know? And the Jackson Roykirk says, right, I'm getting it for my Christmas oh, there you go. He says, yeah, I'm going to skip the remastered 1 through 3. Nice. Henry says, Dr. Silver, sorry, man, talking to my brothers in the chat. That's okay. That's what the chat's for, is to talk with each other, talk with me, talk with each other. No problems at all, Henry. You're more than welcome. Missing Mom says, Rod, you're gonna love Sub-Zero. Oh, cool. All right. Love it. I'm anxious to see it. And Jackson, he says, remember, Rod, whatever you have already, please feel free to pass along. Well, I would, but there's nothing to pass along because I don't have any of this. I don't have any of it. So this is awesome. This is like Christmas early, you know? Thank you so much, man. It's just incredible. Unbelievable, man. Eric, tell him how good Lord of the Jungle is. Uh-oh. Now I want to know, are you being truthful or are you being sarcastic? Am I going to open it up and say, what on earth is this? And Hans says, Sub-Zero is great. Watched it 3 times. Excellent story. All right. You guys get me hooked. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to watch. Jackson says, knew you liked Mike Grell. Yeah, Mike Grell. He the trouble is I came late to the party and recognizing him and appreciating him. That's the word I'm looking for. And appreciating him because I didn't remember him on the Green Lantern series, even though I've got the run, but I didn't remember him. So it didn't, for some reason, didn't stand out, didn't connect or whatever. But when I saw John Sable freelance that he did in the 80s, then I'm like, oh, I like this guy's art and his storytelling and everything. It was really good. So, yeah, I became a full-fledged Mike Grell fan. Card-carrying fan. And Jackson says, I ripped off the descriptions from my comic shop. Don't tell them. Nothing wrong with that either. That's pretty neat. I like that. I wish I could do that. I wish I had a setup where I could, just, I got a new book. I can sit right here, print it up onto a sticker. Now, I used to be able to do that in the 90s. But technology has passed me by. Sad to say. I used to have everything. I used to be all set up. And then all of a sudden, I got old. And it was like, what? They got what? Phones that are computers now? When did that happen? Like I always say, I got a smartphone, but my phone doesn't have a smart operator. And the Jackson Roykirk says, the Mad Sampler is fabulous. I sent one to Maranya too. Oh, cool. Yes, sir. I'll be checking it out. Oh, man. Henry says, John Buscema drew a kick-butt Silver Surfer. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I don't think John Buscema or Buscema, however you want to say it, can draw a subtle picture of any kind. Because whatever he draws, whoever he draws, it's always like a action pose, man. It's like, man, that character, he could just be standing still, sitting there with his arm folded, and it's still going to look dynamic. I really, really, love his art. He might be my second favorite of all time. I mean, Neil, nobody's going to replace Neil Adams as the first favorite because he just changed the way I looked at comic book art when I saw his stuff. You're so used to a certain way that the comic books were drawn, and then you saw his, which was a much more realistic style, and it changed the way I looked at things. But John Buscema, there's nothing wrong with his work that I've ever seen. So always act. Oh man, I wish when I would draw things, I would think of him because I knew I couldn't draw like Neil Adams, but John Buscema, the action stuff, I'm just standing here, but don't mess with me because I'm ready for action at any moment. That's what I always see when I look at his stuff. And the Jackson Roykirk, he says, all of the Jarella stories in one book. Yeah, that's what it says. Yes, sir. That was a big deal back in the day. Jarella. What? The Hulk actually fell in love, aside from Betty, because we all know that what was going on with Betty, but he actually had a shot with another girl, and we all know what happened. And Captain Strangelove Hans, he says, curious as Superman has on his map. That's why it's bad. Okay. Oh, 1977 to 1980 was a great time for sci-fi. Yep. My high school years right there. That's my high school years. Great stuff. Man, it really was awesome. All the shows that we got to watch then, you had the Hulk, you had they had Spider-Man for a while, Wonder Woman. They did have those horrible movies with Reb Brown. Oh my gosh. Doing Captain America. How many of you remember him? Right? Reb who? What? Reb Brown. Oh, I just remember being so disappointed. Oh, there's a Captain America movie? Cool, because I was a big fan of Captain America. Loved that shield actions. And then to watch that and just, what? His mask is a motorcycle helmet? But that's okay because we finally got him. Mr. Evans did a great job portraying him in the movies. Missing Mars says, like the video, please. Oh, well, thank you very much, Double M. I appreciate that very much. Eric K, he says, Jackson. And the Jackson Roykirk says, you're welcome, buddy. You stir up memories for all of us every Saturday morning. I'm so happy to return the favor in some small way. Well, it's no small way, that's for sure. That's an incredible, incredible amount of nostalgia you just dropped in my lap. And I thank you so much for it. It is just the memories, the memories from this book alone, man. That is incredible. I'm gonna be up all night reading this over and over. Oh, excellent stuff, man. Thank you so much, Jackson. Yes, Enterprise takes place 80 some odd years before Kirk's time. I thought it was a prequel to Star Trek. I thought it was. And I'm like, was there any reason to watch anything to do with Star Trek before Captain Kirk? I don't know. Not in my world. Although I like Scott Bakula. I mean, he's a fine actor. I liked him in, what was it? He was in the time jump thing. I can't think of what the name of it is. Nope. It's not gonna come in the door. Nope. What was that? Anyway, I remember the episode that he did. They had Terry Funk, the professional wrestler, and he was Scott Bakula was actually Terry Funk in the show, type of thing. That was pretty cool. Eric K says Jackson's AOK is another example of why this comic community is the best there is, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Absolutely. And I've received an AOK from Eric K as well. Tremendous stuff. Some cool wrestling stuff. So I mean, it's just tremendous. That's why I say, when somebody takes the time and effort and everything to want to send you something, it's, to me, that there's no higher compliment to your friendship. It's just, that's just amazing that somebody is parting with something that they've had for a while in their collection. It's from their personal collection, and giving it to you, bequeathing it to you. That, to me, that means a lot. It does. It means tremendous amount to me, and I can't overstate that. So you are absolutely right, Eric. And Jackson says, Lord of the Jungle is great. If I can find the other issues, I'll send them along. Awesome. Well, you know what? I'll have to check my local comic store too, because they have a section in the dollar room. They have a dollar room with like about, I don't know, probably 100 long boxes of Marvel, DC, Image, Dynamite. There's a large Dynamite section, so I'm going to check the Dynamite section next time I get there, and I'll look to see if I can find some of those too. So Eric Green says Lord of the Jungle is an excellent series, he says. All righty, we've got some excellent reviews on those, so I'm anxious to read that. That will be the first comic I read, will be Lord of the Jungle. And Jackson says, I tried to get the trade of it for a friend of mine, but it got scooped up before I could get it. Oh, were you getting it off of eBay, or were you getting it from the comic store? Because it used to drive me crazy when I got scooped on eBay. Oh, man. And I used to, once in a while, I'm guilty of it, I got to admit it. Once in a while, I would... somebody was doing an auction one where you're bidding against other people, and then you finally learn the game, and it's like, oh, okay, you got these snipers that come in at the end. Well, I've learned that game, so I would prepare at the end, and I'd add $10 extra to my bid or something like that with like 10 seconds to go or something like that. But once in a while, man, I used to get mad at that. And Jason, why is Dr. Silver Age online? Oh, I was sharing the wonderful AOK from the Jackson Roykirk. So if you haven't seen it, you got to go back and watch it, because it's full of awesome stuff, including this awesome magazine. 1979, baby. 1979. Love it. Jason says, Quantum Leap. There you go. Quantum Leap. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. That is what it is. You are correct. And I am Looney Tuno. Okay. Well, welcome, I am Looney Tuno. The only problem, Dr. Silver Age, is the political drama that people get, and I'm sorry. The only problem, Dr. Silver Age, is the political drama that people get and block people just because they like a certain political figure. Congrats on the AOK. Okay. I'm not sure what you might be referring to. Political drama that people get and block people just because they like a certain political figure. Well, I don't block anybody. So, and it's a free country, you know. Not you want to vote for whoever you want to vote for. I assume you're voting for uh, who you think is going to do the best for you, which is why we should all be voting. You know, you vote for the person you think is going to best serve the country and the interests that you have. So yeah, I don't hold any grudges against anybody who wants whatever way you want to vote. I know the way I vote. I don't go around talking about it, bragging about it, or complaining about it. It's just I leave politics out of YouTube for me. So this is about as much as I've ever talked politics on the air or on YouTube, and that's probably where I'm going to leave it. So, but thank you so much for stopping in and watching. We appreciate that very much. And the Tower Keeper, hey, how you doing, Terry? He says John and Sal Buscema, yes, and Gene Colan, along with Gil Kane shaped comics. Boy, you got some. That's some big names right there. Gene Colan always. He's another one that I did not appreciate early on, because the way he drew figures on Daredevil, and that's really where my only comparison was for Gene Colan at the time. Was I remember him on Daredevil, and Daredevil, his just the perspective on it sometimes would just be weird for me, and it was just, I don't know, for some reason it didn't click with me, but it wasn't until I really got into the comic art in the 80s, as far as knowing the artists, and that's when I started to really appreciate him. And along with that comes the nostalgia, a lot of nostalgia. Even though I might not have been the biggest Gene Colan fan, I still bought Daredevil, so it was still, hey, when I think of Daredevil, I think of Gene Colan. That's just what it is. John, when I think of the Avengers, I think of John Buscema, when I think of my favorite version of Hulk, I think of Sal Buscema, because he did my favorite version of Hulk right around the 190s to 200, somewhere in there. That's the Hulk I loved, and I would draw, when I would draw the Hulk, I would draw that version of the Hulk. I just thought it was very, very cool. Herb Trimp, or Trimpy, however you want to say his name, he was another one that I did not, when he was drawing the Hulk, I did not like his version of Hulk, because I thought, we're talking early 70s, I thought he made the Hulk look like he was made out of metal, like his shadowing looked like it was metallic, not like shading like a Marie Severin or some of the or Buscema. It was different, and it was just, I didn't like it. My Hulk should not have looked like he was wearing Bruce Banner wearing Hulk armor. I didn't like that, and again, I come to appreciate him much more in the 80s, along with the nostalgic flair for it. So, and Jason says, like political figures, are we talking when JJJ was mayor of New York in Spider-Man? And Jackson says, Triple J in New York and Luther in Washington. Dun, dun, dun. The Tower Keeper, Terry, he says, Terry Funk was the highlight of that Quantum Leap series for me. I'm with you, Terry. I'm with you, man. When I saw that, the thing with a little blurb of next week type of thing, showing the highlights from and they said it was, and I could see it was a wrestling one. I'm like, yeah, I'm there, man. I'm there. So I was anything to do with wrestling, because wrestling had not become Uh, uh, it was mainstream, but it still didn't get respect in mainstream. It was more treated like a joke type of thing. Although the Road Warriors were in a TV series, which was awesome for me. But Terry Funk, yeah, Terry Funk had a pretty good career. He did. Remember him in Roadhouse? He played a good heavy in Roadhouse. The Jackson Roykirk says, Eric, sorry there wasn't any Gil Kane in the box to Dr. Silverage. I don't have any. Graphic Man convinced me to get rid of them. There you go. See, he's Micah. He's at it again. Watch out for him. Mr. Gil Kane, baby. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. And that catches us up with the chat. So it's 4:30, and Jason just snuck one in there. Roddy Piper, one of the best wrestling actors ever. He did some good stuff too. They live. Absolutely, absolutely. So, well, anyway, that's it for me. This is just a fairly quick one. I've been on for an hour, actually. Where did that time go? Holy cow. But it was awesome. I want to thank you all for tuning in and commenting and just chatting with us and each other. It's always fun whenever I get a chance to get together with you guys and talk and stuff like that. I enjoy that so much. And thank you so much to Jackson, the Jackson Roykirk, for this wonderful AOK, man. And it's just tremendous. It's just tremendous. And I greatly appreciate it, Jackson. Thank you so much for your generosity and your kindness, man. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. So, all righty. Well, that's going to be, you guys have heard enough of me rambling on, I'm sure. So I'm sure you got other things to do on your Sunday afternoon. So I'm going to go upstairs. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going upstairs and I'm going to have a pizza and I'm going to be checking out this magazine. So that, I know you guys find it hard that I'm going to have a pizza. So, but I am. I'm going to make myself have a pizza. Thank you again to you all for showing up. Thank you, Jackson, for the wonderful AOK. And thank you. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend and a great week. And we'll see you next Saturday morning, hopefully. All right. Take care, everybody.